Now, it's important when you work with these symbolic models to make sure to look at them from all perspectives, that is, go around it, because often when you look at it from a different angle, you see different things. What I'm going to do is to guide Val in exploring this. This is the sort of thing that I teach in the symbolic modeling training: how to ask open ended questions, what the process is like for helping someone else explore their model. So, my dear Val, what is it that you're currently just drawn to when you look at this thing?
I think I'm drawn to the movement of the sort of triangular shaped cones that are just sort of spinning and moving.
Okay, so let's become those and see what they're saying about their experience.
We are the many informational pieces in your mind that you're thinking about as you're juggling your projects, and we're constantly moving and flowing and circling within you.
All right, where would you like to go next?
I have no idea what the blue box is. It just appeared in my symbolic model, so I'm
Right,
intrigued by the
just
blue box.
say that to the box. I have no idea what you are, and see what wants to happen with any dialogue.
Blue box, I am confused by why you're here in my symbolic model, but I think perhaps you're the meaning I'm hunting for. Kind of like maybe like a treasure box. There's something that I'm looking for that's very meaningful as I'm juggling the many projects that are moving.
Okay, and let's see what the box had to say back to you.
There's nothing more important than a treasure box, and really a symbolic model is one. It's a house of meaning. And as a librarian, I sometimes use that metaphor, a treasure box, a giant house of meaning. And there's a treasure box in my model here. I don't know what's inside it, but I'm the blue box and I'm full of some treasure.
Okay, so that's as far as you're going with the box. I am a blue box and full of treasure, but I
Yes.
don't I don't know exactly what's inside me.
Yes. So far, that's
Yeah, all right. And Val, do you have any response to the box on that?
well, Blue Box, I think maybe as part of this sim mod, I could contemplate what's inside there. It's maybe the spinning circles will lead me to it. Maybe that's your goal. You spinning cones is to lead me towards what's in the treasure box of meaning.
And does the box have a response to that?
Yes, I'm in the blue box and there is meaning. There's always meaning to hunt for. And it appears in our lives that it's changing in different places, in different forms, in different formats, but there is meaning. I've got it in this box.
All right, Val, when you were speaking, you were making a connection between the moving parts and the box and what that connection might be. The box did not mention those moving parts, so I'm interested in what they would have to say to each other.
The box speaking to the moving cones, the box might say, do not worry, just keep slowly moving and circling, and you will find the meaning that's inside of me. And the cones say, but there's just so many different ways I'm looking and things I'm juggling, and I feel like I might miss what's inside of you, blue box.
Okay, so all of those pieces seem to be enclosed in a larger circle, a webbed circle of some kind. I'm wondering if there's any difference between being on the outside of this and what would happen if you stepped inside.
I'm inside, and I feel like I'm sort of inside my own I'm inside my own mind, my own being, maybe even my own soul of a creative process. Symbolic modeling being a process that's deep within you that you don't really even understand all the pieces of unless you talk about it. I'm inside my soul, standing here thinking about the cones and the treasure box of meaning.
Okay. I'm going to ask you, Val, is there anything else that you would like to pay attention to before we stop this part?
It's you can think about it and think about it. It's hard to think about one particular thing to pay attention to. I think the surprise, there's always a surprise with symbolic modeling, is that I had no idea what that box was. And then it just revealed itself to me, what it means.
Now, you may notice that there are a lot of projections going on in the chat, other people's ideas about what your thing is about. I want to tell you that those are your projections, and those are the things that you might make out of this build if you used it for yourself. But it's important to stay focused on the person who makes the build and what their experience is, even though it's kind of fun. And Val, you might want to look at people's comments about that.
Yes.
But in
Interesting.
general, we focus on the person who's actually doing the build and their search for meaning. And it might be very valuable for those of you who did have ideas about the box and so on to look at it as a projection that might be useful to you yourself. Okay? Thanks, Val. That was terrific.